Okay. Cái này không phải. Sáng ít. Trong cái game này sẽ là điều khiển một thằng bộ chui thế này, dẹp sang leo đâu tôi chẳng nhớ cái leo.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
Okay.
If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after...
Sự hiện đối tiếng Việt không em? Hình như là không có.
For spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino, then you put all your winnings on red, but it came up blank. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding, and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend, and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view, starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Okay.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip.
Okay.
And I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes.
Okay.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazero, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building, though, than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavour. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method and correct equipment just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle is Sexy Hiking. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazero intended to make it frustrating. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about it.
Okay.
A funny thing happened to me as I was building this game. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle and build it.
Nói chung là nó bảo là nó nói về một cuộc đời mới rất hoàn hảo. Cảm ơn bạn vì đã đến với chuyến đi cùng với tôi. Thì tôi không biết là tôi là ai, hình như mà cái game này nó tên là Getting Over It with Bennet Foody, khả năng cao là chơi với lại ông Bennet Foody. Chắc là cái thằng đó là Bennet Foody luôn. Chắc vậy. Mình chơi tiếp đi.
And it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a player. Imaginary mountains build themselves from time, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something new.
Bây giờ mới để ý sao cái tập trung của thằng này lại chảy nước nhỉ anh em này. Không nghĩ là tối nhỉ. Không được nghĩ là tối. Đéo ngoài thằng này. Ok, bay lên. Ok, bay lên. Cái thằng kia đỡ nói rồi nhưng nói ít rồi. Nói nhiều. Bay bên kia đi. Khó thế nhỉ? Dạ. Ok. Móc rồi. Cái lần nó khó thế nhỉ? Lại bay ra ngoài. Lên được. Chứ sao?
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas.
Okay.
And that can be like working with quick sense of things. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces, starting fresh with new ideas.
Móc người nữa. Móc cái đèn. Bay. Xuống rồi. Đứng rồi. Vỡ cái đèn. Đứng cái đèn này. Chậm lại. Kẹo thế. Ok. Lên.
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world.
Được.
And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash.
Okay.
I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made.
Okay.
I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. But once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill called the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh, tainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. You could build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. Be games, be movies, be music, be philosophy. Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of, grand, infinite, and unsorted.
Ôi vãi cả cứt. Ôi giời ơi, một phát từ trên kia xuống đây luôn à. Ôi giời ơi. Để quay lại. What the fuck á. Ở đây đâu? Bay. Mọc. Được. Ok. Rồi còn ôi một đâu kết định từ bình tĩnh này mong gì nào móc ra ngoài đấy, móc ra ngoài đấy. Kéo lên bình tĩnh thôi, bình tĩnh thôi, bình tĩnh thôi. Lỗi rồi đấy, bình tĩnh thôi. Khá sợ. Không được. Ok. Shit, mình lại đây rồi. Lên. 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 Liên tục. Có đây được luôn à? Giờ phải móc con này đúng không? Móc cái gì? À đây. Úi giời ơi. Đưa qua. Ui. Qua đây. Qua đây.
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned stuff scenes on live. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift reshots, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, entitled.
What? Thả nó nói những cái vấn đề không liên quan gì game rồi. Thôi, tôi nghĩ là hôm nay tôi chơi đến đây thôi nha bạn. Cái bản quyền rơi xuống xa quá đấy. Hôm nay dừng đây. Cảm ơn anh em đã xem clip. Bye.